Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto news and analysis, and today we're going to be talking about Quant Network, aka Q&T. So let's just dive in and let's talk about a few things. So first off, I hope everybody's having a great day or a great night. I hope everybody has a great holiday. I just want to warn you guys ahead of time. Yes, I am recording this a little bit ahead of time. I am traveling, so I do apologize if, like, for an example, prices are completely, different, etc. Now, to me personally, we just broke down below 19K on Bitcoin yet again. I'm not expecting too volatile price action, but again, we never know. It's the weekend. Plus, also, this is a longer bit of a weekend, with Monday. Sorry, I did not mean to go to H bar, sorry. But with Monday basically being, closed in regards to like stocks, etc. So yeah, I mean, this is a little bit longer of a weekend. Probably have a nice little volatile ride. Who knows? But I definitely have been paying attention to Quant. You guys know me. Like, I know that it probably gets tiresome listening to me talk about Quant because, like, it's almost like the same thing, if you will. It's very similar in terms of the structure, but today I want to talk to you guys about something very interesting. And that is going to be focusing on tokenization because, yes, I do think that this is a very, very large market that Quant could essentially connect. So let's dive in and let's talk about a few things. So first off, I wanted to share with you guys this quote from Quant.updates, and it says, Quant connects any blockchain, any DLT, any region, any system, any protocol, any technology. And then it says any at the bottom. Now, is this true? 100%. Quant has proven itself time and time again that it can connect anything. It will connect anything. To me, I think that the entire world, the entire broad picture of crypto is the idea of getting it to the point where retail is utilizing it without even knowing that they are utilizing it. And I do think that we are headed there. It's going to take a little bit, of time, but even myself, like when we look at the market cap of crypto and some of these assets, like, if this asset class is going to go to 10 to 50 to even $100 trillion, you could almost assume that the top 100 list will be worth like over $100 billion plus in market cap, and that's just barely scratching the surface, in my opinion. We could probably go a lot higher on some of them, like top 10 ones being like, possibly, $1 trillion for an example. I think that that is very, possible. Remember, like, we hit a $3 trillion all-time high global market cap for crypto at the all-time highs, which is laughable when you really kind of look at the use case value here. So I did share with you guys this XDC sort of partnership, but I actually want to jump into this tokenization use case from Quant. I was about to say Overledger, but basically the same thing, if you will. We do see Overledger 2.2.9, introduces tokenized beta. Again, they are talking about tokenizing basically a large amount of things, but we do see, we will further enhance, Tokenize later this year by adding new capabilities for QRC20 tokens and other digital assets. Tokenize empowers users to create and deploy interoperable QRC20 tokens and digital assets onto mainnet. Now, again, I want you guys to understand, and I see this question come up so often. You guys have no idea how often I get this question. And the question is Quant or Q&T an ERC20 token? And if it's so, why would I invest my money into it? It's blockchain agnostic, meaning it can transition to any blockchain at any time. Now, we also do see down here, now this is interesting. So after tokens are deployed, tokenized APIs can be used in MDApps to perform advanced and innovative functions to support a wide range of use cases, including making blockchain-based payments, creating tokenized money, digitizing equities, and developing interoperable NFTs. Anything is possible with this new generation of interoperable digital assets that are crucial to powering blockchain and digital asset ecosystems. Interesting. Tokenized money, digitizing equities. What does that tell you? Where are we headed? Crypto is much bigger than what anybody can actually assume it to be. I'm very, very excited for the future of Quant. especially if we're going to be seeing large use case values like this. And remember, tokenization will bleed into everyday life. Here's just a few, and I say a few markets that asset tokenization will bleed into: energy mines, antiques, real estate, bullion. The funny thing is that we look at this and it's barely scratching the surface. Remember, like, consumer grade products will essentially be tokenized as well. But healthcare is a huge market that we're basically, tapping into. And there's like a ton of other ones as well, like stock market, for an example. But really, like, even the real estate market itself, which is a 300 plus trillion dollar market cap, it's insane to me that, like, people are ignoring tokenization, because, like, these are the markets that we're disrupting. Over $300 trillion in value being disrupted all at once. And the funny thing is like, we've been seeing some major names, like, for example, Forbes, talking about the future will be tokenized. Dollar bills and dollars will become digital assets running over the same rails. And, some people will laugh about this. Some people, just wash it off and say, yeah, it's whatever. I'm not going to listen to this. But I want you guys to understand, like, this is the truth. Like, when we talk about the future will be tokenized, we've addressed this with Hedera as well. Like, they're talking about, like, everything will be tokenized. The reason why is because not only does it allow for a lot more, liquidity to be sourced, but transparency, tracking, tracing. You can clearly see ownership of the document, of the token, of whatever you are tokenizing itself. And of course, we do see, like, a few things. When the current craziness is past and digital asset tokens have become a well-regulated but wholly new kind of digital asset, a cross between corporate paper and a loyalty scheme, they will present an opportunity to remake financial markets in a new and better way. I mean, like, this is just talking about how we basically will fully, and I know that I'm going to downplay this, but fully revolutionize financial markets. And it's funny that they're just saying, like, remake, for an example. This is so much bigger than what anybody can assume. Like, we are talking about trillions on top of trillions on top of trillions of dollars being ushered in, especially around regulations. Like, I do believe that a large amount of these utility gems, like, for example, Quant or Q&T, are going to be astronomically large going forward, especially, like, things like Quant. And by the way, I do apologize if I just said especially way too many times. I am a little bit tired. Now, in regards to, more tokenizing of the world aspect, this is from NASDAQ.com. We do see the tokenization of the world starts now. And this goes back to February of this year. This is actually from Hedera, them talking about tokenizing, the world itself. In the near future, the internet as we know it will fundamentally transform what is currently, centralized, siloed Web 2, will essentially morph into decentralized, shared, and interconnected Web 3, in which artificial intelligence, machine learning, blockchain, and distributed ledger technology play an integral role. Now, I've shared with you guys that, like, when we talk about, Hedera, yes, it is a very large use case. But we also want to focus on the end goal here, which is, of course, tokenization. There's so many use cases around tokenization that I just think that people should stop ignoring it. I think that this is such a massive market, especially when you look at something like, for an example, real estate at over a $300 trillion market cap. It's astronomically undervalued in regards to the actual use case value here. Now, also, we do see here from SonNL11. Shout out to SonNL11. I basically shout them out on every Quant video. But we do see, like, when Q&T, gateways, I see that there is a little bit of a typo here. When the team is ready, they have been transparent. Summary: priorities changed. They had to choose between fast-growing influx of clients' demands and supporting gateways. They're hiring a lot, but attracting talent is hard. A known crypto-wide issue. I apologize, guys. But we do see here, hi all, just popping up to say hello. And the highlighted down here is, just kind of talking about Oracle certification of, Overledger. This is a huge thing for us. Oracle blockchain is now interoperable, because of OVL. And this means as now Oracle has been, really robust and future-proof blockchain solution for their 430,000 plus customers, many of whom have been asking, for us and referring potential customers to us. The second biggest, software company in the world, worth $252 billion, is public about our partnership and collaboration. One of the biggest announcements this year. Since the announcement, our team, have been busy dealing with incoming requests and inquiries from Oracle's clients. And in the second image, we also do have this. Thirdly, I have already addressed the community, previously regarding RCGs. As mentioned, these are currently in our environment and live. They will be released when we believe the time is right and we have the capacity to release them and support them. So please stop asking. And we also do see over here, last but not least, I know that this is going to be a little bit of a read. On top of that, we are, a UK headquartered company. And, what people don't understand is the circumstances that both COVID and Brexit have created. We are facing, a major skills and workforce, shortage across the UK. As you can see, we are trying to recruit more people to help us keep the demand and also, allow us to deliver to our plan. We have had a lot of client demands, which have been, met having, to reprioritize our work in the short term while we, bring on new people. Just to give you guys an example, in the last week, since the announcement of Oracle certification, we have had an influx of demand from Oracle clients. We only expect this demand to continue, but this means that we can't do anything or everything at the same time. So yeah, I do think that, that's the way to really kind of focus on it, but also it does show you guys the growing demand around something like this. Like this use case, okay, should not be disregarded. Plug-and-play API gateways are such a massive opportunity within the space. And also, just remember, Quant is having a meeting on July 7th, by the way, about fungibility and interoperability in the digital money ecosystem, co-hosted with Digital Euro, in association with Ripple and CBDC think tank. And yeah, I mean, like when we really kind of look at some of the participants, like even Accenture, for an example, these are very large names, and it really kind of proves to you where we are headed in regards to like a connected DLT space. But also, like, demand has been continuously growing, and this goes back to around like 2021 when he did post this, but it is still viable even today. I do think that the demand for Quant or QNT should be at the highest point in history, but again, a large amount of individuals are too, scared to hit the, buy button. They are too worried, or maybe they're just like not concerned enough, to jump in and really kind of dive in and like really kind of do the research on why QNT is going to be worth an astronomical amount going forward. And of course, like I said, always do your own research, always understand what you are, putting your money into. Again, none of this is financial advice, but to me personally, like when we look at Quant, it has such an incredible future ahead. So with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe to notifications on to get some more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. As always, up to you all. Have a beautiful day or a beautiful night, wherever you guys are in this beautiful world. This has been Nick. Peace out, guys.